Hello, hello.
Switch over to comments. Hi, Mona.
Hi, Mona. Yep. I want to remember to tell that Becky's going to be on, but I want to wait just a little while until more folks come in.
Sounds good.
Barbara's going to play with me today. She has
I'm
finished
playing.
her iCads. I have to do mine, so I'm going to do an iCAD. What are you going to do, Barbara?
I am going to, when a few people come on, I want to do a little show and tell on this stuff, but I'm going to not do it right now. What I have is some other cards, if I can find them. Here they are. That it's another set of cards that I have worked on over a period of time. And so I'm going to find one of these cards and I'm going to do a card.
Oh, okay. How fun.
These are a set of journaling cards, another set of journaling cards. And you're going to want to know who. And I can look up the number, but I don't have it off the top of my head. So I still have some that I've got backgrounds on and I need to work on.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Mona.
Hey, Linda. So
Barbara's here to keep me company today. That's pretty. I like that one in your right hand. Uh-huh.
I might just play with that. I was thinking I would do a Tanya inspired lines.
Ooh, okay. I think I'm going to play with this piece of paper today because it looks kind of cool.
Oh, I have these too. I have some that are gessoed.
Hi, Anita.
Cool. Hi, Yanira. Good morning. Good morning. No, good afternoon.
Yeah, it is afternoon. For you, it's still morning, though, isn't it?
For me, it's morning.
I was going to say it's 11, right?
Correct. It's 12.
Oh, it's 12. Okay, so you're only
it's
2
12.
hours different from me. Okay. Well, I can never remember. I have to use the thing, the online thing to ever find out what time it is in different places. Oh, this is the one that's broke. Okay. So I'm going to work on my iCAD, and Barbara's going to work on a journaling card.
Yes. Now I'm looking for.
How's everybody doing? I hope well. I hope well. There's two circles in this. What happened?
I said I'm off looking for a book on my shelf that I want to tell you what cards I'm working on. Oh, here it is.
Okay. Souls Rising.
My friend Laura Gregain in Montreal has a cousin named Rita Benson who put together this beautiful book of meditations, kind of soulful, reflections and affirmations on life, relationships, sexuality, and spirituality. That's a big one. Anyway, they're really beautiful drawings and really beautiful cards that she has made.
Hello, Miss Janet. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Janet.
What does it say, dear? I can't
read it. I am a powerful, playful, sexual, spiritual being. Oh, that's frightening. Anyway, I wanted to let you all know what cards I was working on since my other iCads are all done. Now I'm working on the backs of these, and this is the one that I'm working on. Okay.
How fun.
I know.
You sure you don't want to do your show and tell right now?
Shall I do my show and tell? Well, it's a technique. I thought I'd wait until there's a half a dozen people in here anyway. Is it a good time to do it? I can't tell how many people are in the
No, you can't when you're in StreamYard. Only I can. There's 7 people here.
Well, let me just do a show and tell because it was a workshop. Well, I posted on your site the card I did, the little book page I did, which had printing on one side. I don't know if y'all saw that.
It was pretty.
So this was the the practice sheets for this workshop I did. So it's and I suggest you all try it. It's using your writing in your artwork as an element. So this was with capitals and lowercase with just a plain lightweight marker, and this was with a Micron 08, a heavier marker. It was a paragraph that she gave us to work with. So we just did the same thing over. And then this is a cursive handwriting, being careful. And this is cursive handwriting, being fast and excited.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. So what I discovered was how much I like this best of all.
When you're fast.
And then and then this was printing like I did on my little book page. And this is printing fast and excited, carelessly. And I like that also. And this was changing your grip. That was kind of a failure. And this was my left hand. And this is using my right hand as a fist, holding the pen, just holding the pen like this. So anyway, I just recommend that to people who might want to use your words, your own handwritten words or paragraphs or quotes in your artwork, to practice with them, making them carefully and then making them more excitedly.
Yeah, because sometimes we don't use our words, we don't use our own handwriting because we don't like our handwriting, but
exactly.
A lot of times too, you cover up your handwriting when you're doing something. So hi Brittany, hi Holly.
Right. Hi, Holly.
I'm so glad everybody is here.
So anyway, that's my show and tell. Just encourage you to try to practice writing a paragraph faster or looser or harder. Or, I did this with a song I like. Just wrote it fast on a little bookmark, and I think that's kind of cool.
Well, and I know that a lot of artists put their handwriting underneath their paintings and all that kind of thing.
Right.
In other words, to write down your thoughts and things and then cover them up. So
yes, absolutely.
And I know a lot of artists do that. Well, thank you, Janet. Just one of those, things that elements we should go ahead and use our handwriting because that's part of us too.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. This is where I went over.
Yeah. Over the top of
I went over at the top of it. I went over the down descenders with that, and made it heavier. And, I like that also. I use that putting quotes. So anyway, that's all I want to show you. This is from this workshop my local book arts group did on Saturday. They have a monthly workshop. And this month there were like 55 people there, and most of them were from out of town. So I don't know what's going to happen when we have to go back in person. So
yeah, especially if you're doing Zooms and things like that, because that's a big group.
Yes. Not that many people ever came to the monthly workshop, and I quit going to the monthly workshop. Too hard to see, but on the Zoom I can see.
We had a small group here, but the person that was sort of in charge of it and making it work and kind of keeping up with who was teaching what has moved, and of course the last year kind of put all those things in on hold, but it was very small group. I don't think there was but maybe 9 or 10 people, and not that many would come every month anyways.
Yeah.
And of course, with my being gone quite a bit of the time, I didn't go to all the meetings, so I didn't know about a lot of things. But thank you, Janet. Right now, before I forget, and we want to repeat this down the road, so somebody help me remember because I forget things. Becky is going to come on at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
That's right.
Barbara and I will be getting off at 4 o'clock, and Becky's going to come on, and she's going to work on it's Tippy's portrait that she's doing next, right?
Yes, she's going to do Chelsea style.
Yeah, she did 2 amazing portraits of her kitty cats with collage, and they were just fabulous. She worked on one during Friday's lives. It was Friday. I get my days
during your hop.
Yeah, during the hop.
During
the hop, she worked on one which was fabulous, and she's going to work on another one. Well, that's funny. I got the wrong.
You did it on the wrong piece?
Yes, I did it on the wrong piece.
Oh, dang.
I mean, it's not the wrong piece. I mean, it's not so bad I can't do it, but it's just that wasn't the piece I had in my mind.
Right. Oh. Brittany, I want to acknowledge what you said about not being able to write or color for very long before your wrist starts hurting really bad. I was treating this little muscle on below my thumb since July last year, and it finally got better in the last 2 months, maybe 3 months, but it lasted that long, and I can still stress it out. It can still hurt. So you got to take care of your hands.
Lift your hand up a minute, Barbara. That is so cool. I didn't see that until just now.
What?
The shape you put the shape in there. I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't see it in the paper until you put it in there. That is awesome.
This is one of those rubbing plates that has that shape in it.
Okay.
And somehow I want this to be the upside. So that's where I am so far.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to do a little at a time, figure it out what it's going to do. So, excuse me, I apologize. Oh, I didn't see this. This is cool. I didn't see this little half moon in here.
All right, so I'm going to just do some optical illusion.
Pink. There is an awful lot of pink in this piece of paper. I was real surprised. It doesn't show up so pink. It looks much more blue purple online. I want to try Anne's technique. Barbara, did you see Anne's stream Friday evening?
Yes, she did that whole painting with one brush.
No, that was Beth. That was Beth's.
That was Beth. What did Anne do? I forgot.
She did a sort of a kid's technique. She said that, and you knew the teacher that she kind of got the inspiration from, Carla.
Oh, Carla Sondheim. The critters?
No, yeah, she didn't do critters. What she did was she sort of made a texture plate with cardboard, and then put aluminum foil over it, and then colored the
Oh,
aluminum foil
yes,
with
yes.
with markers, and then with water
Yeah.
soluble markers, and then sprayed her paper and did a print from it. But I'm wondering
Yes.
what that technique would do if you used the aluminum foil, because basically she created a texture plate. And I'm wondering what would
Right.
happen is if you use that, the aluminum foil would hold the paint better. Um, yes, Brittany. It was Anne Lar, I think is how you say her name.
Yeah.
Anne Lar, and she did the live stream Friday for the 4th. No, it's time for our live stream. And thank you, Janet, so much. Anne's video
Oh,
is right
good.
there.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
it was
Thanks.
so fabulous. But I'm wondering what would happen is if you did that and then used that aluminum plate on the jelly plate. And
Yes.
so it would pick up paint, but it would hold that paint longer. Like my cardboard texture plates don't hold it long enough to pull a print from it really. And I'm thinking that it might be really, really fabulous to try. So that's on my agenda of my list of things to try. Don't know when that list will happen, but it's on my list. I probably have about 700 things on my list, but
I know what I'm going to put on here. I just decided.
okay.
And I'm going to draw them out rather than stamp them.
Okay.
But I made stamps, which I'll dig out and show you guys because I think they're right here. There's one. Where are they?
Oh, I have something I want to show everybody too.
Find them. There's one. There's one. I knew they were here somewhere.
Oh, those are really neat.
Aren't they nice? They're the Angie Arian Universal Shapes. So I have all 5 of them someplace. That's one right there. And that's one. Okay. So you can take the Universal Shapes test, take all those shapes and get a little piece of paper out and rank them in the order of your preference. So it's the cross or the cross lines, the circle, the triangle, the square, and the spiral. This is a anthropologist who wrote this book called The Universal Shapes. And so you can do this and you can rank them in order of your preference. And then there's a whole thing you can do about what it means that is your preference.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the Universal Shapes on this piece. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, I'm going to leave this piece for a second and go to the dining room table, and I'll be right back because I want to show you all something. And
okay. Now then, I've done that one. I've done that one. I haven't done spiral. I've done that one. Okay, I need squares and spirals. Let's do a spiral here.
I meant to get these ahead of time. Yesterday I thought about it, and I don't need erasers. Well, that's why I wanted to say something about them, because I had to do a Walmart run yesterday. It was, time. So I was in Walmart and they've got all of their, what do you call those things? For school supplies.
School
All their school supplies
supplies.
are out. Okay. These rainbow erasers were in a bin. You know how they put bins down the main aisles and they have just this bins of stuff. The thing of it is these were 20 cents a piece. And that's
Whoa.
cheaper than buying anything at um, Dollar Tree. They're thick. They're almost a half-inch thick, I think. They are a half-inch thick, so that you could easily carve both sides of them. They do have that angled end, but we found last year we could cut that off without any problems. And they're pretty good size. You've got an inch and a quarter by not quite 2.5 inches of workspace on them. So if you're thinking about doing carved December at 20 cents a piece in the Walmart,
That'd be easy to do for all month.
right. Well, I mean, it's very reasonable, and like I said, they're real thick, so you could easily carve on both sides without any problems. They're pretty stiff. They're not as soft as the white Pentel erasers, but I've carved some of these from these from Dollar Tree before, and oh, Brittany, I think they're always rearranging. uh, hmm,
Spiral, circle, cross, square, triangle. Yep. Yeah.
but I just wanted to give everybody a heads up that might be going to do carved December. I mean, I have more than enough erasers because I've been collecting. So I was good. I didn't get but a couple.
So I just wanted, if Brittany, you were maybe interested in this. This is the name of the book, and you can get it on Amazon. It doesn't have a spiral. I take the spines off and give it a spiral. Signs of Life by Angeles Arrien. So there's a whole lot of history, anthropology, and how to take the preferential shapes test. There's some, so speaking of stamps, I've made a stamp out of this one. I've made a stamp out of this one. I've made a stamp out of this one. Oh, yeah. I've made stamps out of these. Anyway, neat book.
Yeah. Brittany, once in a while, Dollar Tree will have wood carving tools. Lisa used them a couple of times last year. They're not perfect for carving rubber stamps, but they're very nice. And I like to use my X-Acto knife for a lot of things.
I've got to fish around for the pen I want. I never exactly know what pen I want.
I came home from Mom's yesterday with glitter gel pens that she had. Hi, Becky.
Ooh. Hi, Becky.
And anybody coming in late, Becky is going to go live at 4 o'clock and work on one of her kitty portraits. So we will be wanting to watch that. And that was kitty, like a cat, not kitty.
Wait. How big is this?
I have tool what do you call those tools? They're speedball tools. It's a kit with one handle, that kind of thing, Brittany. Um,
Okay, like that. I'm gonna do it. Hard.
you like it, you're going to do it. You can always catch the replay if you can't make the live. Beauty of YouTube. And that is true, Becky. But those were phenomenal portraits you did last Friday.
They are, Becky. That is really cool. And what a wonderful idea to do your very own kitties.
Mm-hmm. I had to go back and catch the beginning of your video because I hadn't seen how you got the drawings until I went back and did that part over again. I was late. I can't remember what we were doing.
Oh, this is going to work.
It is.
There you go. It worked. Okay, I got to make that darker.
That's fun.
I know. I like it. I like it. So that's a proper prompt. I'm a powerful, playful, sexual, spiritual being.
That is a strong statement. Mm-hmm.
That is a big statement. I don't even want to go there. So here, I just open my heart to you.
There you go. You and Jeff are always doing something just like us. Yep, and that's true. Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen.
By the way, if I've missed anybody coming in, hello, hello. I'm really glad everyone is here. But yeah, we're always doing something. Oh, I have to tell you. Okay, we've been home just a touch over a month, like 6 weeks since were off on our trip. And Jeff went out today. There's things you have to do to motorhomes. You know, you have to open and close the slides. You have to drop the jacks and put it back up. You know, stuff. Check the fluids and all of those good maintenance things. So he went, today was the day for that. He said, we've been home 6 weeks. He opened the hood and lo and behold, there's a bird nest in the engine.
Oh no.
Yeah. So he said, I guess I need to look at it a little more often. I said, maybe.
Oh gosh.
He's like, okay. Poor little birdies were not happy with him for cleaning out their little nest. He said he thinks it's a couple of cardinals. They'll make a new nest, and he feeds them well. So I'm pretty sure they'll be all right. But we're really glad you guys are here.
Okay, let's see if I can get this darker.
Thank you, Janet, dear. Okay. For some reason, this looks like a lady who has a hairdo. I don't know exactly why, but that's what she looks like. She looks like a lady that needs some eyes and then a hairdo. And I really don't want a lady on my team.
Yeah, don't make a lady because she's frowning.
Oh, yes, she is. That's true.
We're going to have a no sads policy today.
Yes. Okay. No. we're just going to need to change it up so that it doesn't look like a lady anymore.
All right, I'm about to screw this up. Somebody tell me to stop.
Why are you going over it too many times? Hi, Mindy.
Yeah, Mindy. Hi, Mindy.
Or she's from Canada in South Park. Okay. I guess I don't know that one, Becky. Oh, all right. Let's see what we can do. I can't do anything. All right.
All right. I got to ink it and then I'd be finito.
Okay.
But I should wait until it dries before I touch it everywhere.
Since it's so nice, they wouldn't mind. They thought they wouldn't mind moving into the RV. That's true. He wasn't exactly happy. Like he said, the whole front of the engine is wide open, so it would be like a car that sat. The funny thing
Hello, Lisa Jameson.
Hi, Lisa Jameson.
May is here.
South Park, they have all the Canadian characters open their entire heads when they talk. I see. Okay. All right.
Oh, I like that. I like the lines there.
Yeah, I've been doing more of those, and I really am liking them.
I also like the little sprouts coming out of the edges.
Yeah, and I've been doing a few more of those too, and I again really like them. They kind of soften.
Yeah, they do.
The cards they give it another texture that they didn't have so much before.
Use that. Making SOS for lunch. What's SOS, Holly?
S on a shingle. You don't know what SOS is? Oh,
no, I do not.
Okay. Have you ever eaten that beef that comes in a jar? It's really thinly sliced and it's very salty.
No. Ew.
Okay, no. Well, but you make white gravy with it. It salts the gravy. It's white gravy on toast.
Okay.
Okay. And there's the first S is a 4-letter word. And the second S is a shingle, which is the toast.
Oh, how funny. That's hysterical.
I can't believe you've never eaten that. Your mama
I've never even heard of that. I'm not sorry to say.
Oh. I haven't eaten it in a long time. Yes, chipped dried beef and white gravy on toast. And
oh my goodness.
Chipped beef with white gravy on toast. Yep. I haven't eaten that in a long time. I should probably text Jeff and tell him to get me a jar of that beef, because it's a good. We used to like it. The dried beef is very, very salty. I'll tell you another thing that dried beef is really good for is to wrap around dill pickles and cream cheese. You take that dried beef and you lay it out flat and you put a layer of cream cheese on it and you take a dill pickle and you roll it all up and then you cut it up in little pieces. Best hors d'oeuvres ever.
Hmm.
I've had it once and it didn't prefer sausage gravy over biscuits. Well, Brittany, yes, sausage gravy over biscuits. What they call it in the military. Yes, just use Budding's sliced beef. Budding's sliced beef. Ooh, okay, cheaper. Corned beef. Hi, Julie.
Julie's awake.
My problem is making gravy. I'm not very good at that. I told my husband when we first got married that if he wanted gravy, he was going to have to eat it out. I don't in the Navy. Yep. Yeah, military. It was a very common thing. Vegetarian for the most part. Oh.
So Holly, Mindy asked, did you get your pool yet and is it installed? Inquiring minds want to know.
Julie's awake and getting ready for work. Yeah, that old work.
Oh, boo. Supposed to arrive today. Oh, cool. Cool, no pun intended.
Oh, Joan, that sounds delicious. Ground beef and mushroom soup over toast.
Hi, Joan. I didn't see you come in.
Okay, what are we going to do here? We're going to put some dots in here because we need a few more dots somewhere. I think we'll do a couple more lines. Okay. You know, sometimes I don't know if I need to leave it alone.
Oh, probably not.
Well, there is a point
sometimes.
Taking
yeah, I know.
Too far.
I know the one step too far. I'm always afraid of the one step too far, and so I don't go far enough. I know that's my current state of affairs.
You know, we were talking about having to prime these the other day.
Yeah.
And I don't usually have to do it, but that one was just, it was not going to work if I didn't prime it. It had decided it was done.
I'm going to remind myself of the other ones I've done here just to see where I want to go next. Oh, I did a found poetry thing.
Becky's going all the way to Arizona. Okay.
Ooh.
A poetry thing.
Oh, for the pool.
Uh-huh. to visit Holly for the pool.
Oh. So the affirmation on this card is, my awakening soul empowers the healing of our little blue planet. And here's what I did. I found a poem in words somewhere. Melodious saxophone, dark against fleeting thoughts, remembered way of being. We build, become shapeshifters, a holy temple, listening as the stars hum through the night. Well, that's not bad poetry. I mean, as obscure as most poetry is, it's sufficiently obscure.
Yeah, I'm never really good with poetry. I don't seem to understand it very well. My thinking is not what shall I call it? Okay, the word is I just don't have all those right words. Hi, Janice. I'm so glad everyone
Hey, Janice.
is here. Probably won't be set up for a couple of days.
This is a stamp I carved, the tree.
Oh, I love that.
I know. It's part of a stamp. I mean, you know, it's what fit. I made the stamp. I think this is highly cheating, but I made the stamp by stamping off oh gosh, iStencil or joggles.com stencil. I can't remember whose it was. A tree. So I stamped off the tree onto the pink stuff.
And then cut it.
And then I made it into a stamp. Yep.
Well, that's not cheating. That's being innovative.
Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely someone else's design, not mine, but now it's my stamp because with all its flaws, it's not exact, of course. So this doesn't have words or anything.
He's tired. Yes, Holly's tired. All right.
Crafts by Teresa. Hi, Teresa. I don't think I've seen you before here.
Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. I'm barely getting my iCAD finished, but.
And I'm showing you some cards I did last year that I've never done a video on because I haven't finished the set. I'm waiting, of course, until I'm finished.
That's probably like a lot of my things.
Will that ever happen? This is actually a stencil, you guys.
That's a stencil? That's a pretty
Mindy,
stencil.
this is a stencil. Peg Knapp gave me one of her little metal stencils.
Oh, the old-timey brass ones that are
yes, yes. Brittany says, what does finished mean? Okay, that's a good question.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Finished is a non-existent should be a non-existent term, I think.
I know. I think this is a jelly print I did in one of our live streams I was playing with. Yeah, that's a jelly print.
Oh, that's a pretty dragonfly.
Yeah, that's a stamp onto tissue paper. And this is a stamp too onto tissue paper. This is a stencil I carved. I like that one.
I like that too. Holly, I have never been able to spell. My spelling is atrocious. And it gets worse with age. I agree. Mine has gotten worse. There are words.
Thanks, Lisa.
I always spell wrong. And I try to go back and catch it. But I did say hello to Teresa. I hope so. I hope I said hello to everyone. I'm glad everyone's here. Came to play with me.
Little funky lines here. That's a stencil I carved.
I need to do some stencil carving, some just shapes and just the kind of stuff I would use, like I use for jelly printing and things like that.
Are you talking about this one, Mitzi? Mindy?
Thank you, Holly.
This one? You're talking about that one?
That one's pretty. That looks like collage.
It is collage. This is a stencil that I carved, I actually bought a mask like this,
Uh-huh.
and then I did it in one little book, and then I promptly lost it. So I thought I cannot be without that because I really love that shape. So
Mm-hmm.
I took the incomplete one that I had done on a finished book, and I copied it to the best of my ability and made it into a new stencil that actually has the ring around it.
Mindy said you didn't draw the flowers.
No, Mindy, didn't draw. Sorry to disappoint you. That's a wonderful collage image, and so is the butterfly. Yeah. I don't draw, but I did draw these. I did one of those, you do blobs on the page and then turn them into something.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And this, see? I've drawn 6 poppies this last year. 6 poppies. That's good. Oh, now this is a little painting I did.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Kind of like my backyard.
That's your backyard?
Well,
I'm a little jealous.
I've got these big redwood trees that are in the back of our yard, and you can kind of walk back in the back there. It's not as quite as romantic or as inviting. It's not quite as inviting as this.
Is okay.
Thanks, Becky. Here's the second one I did too. This was putting the watercolor ground on the cards. Actually, I like that one too. They're fun. They're fun.
Bring
fun.
them back up and put them in the middle again so that we can make them. Oh, those are lovely, Barbara.
They are, aren't they? They're quite sweet.
Now, by watercolor ground, you mean it's like gesso for acrylics. It's a medium that you put on the card to make the watercolor work on the card.
Yeah, exactly. What I use actually is not a watercolor ground. It's clear gesso.
Oh, okay.
So I gessoed on top of this because these cards are this weird blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put the clear gesso on top of that. And then that makes them rough in the color.
Yeah.
So I think these may be watercolors.
They look like watercolors. Of course, you can make the ink tints do that too, but
I can't remember what I used on these. I don't have any records of that.
I went to the Redwoods when I was in just before I went to high school. My aunt and uncle took me there.
Oh, sweet.
The Northern California Redwoods. Their daughter and they're cousins, actually. They were cousins, actually. Their daughter and I are close in age. She's just a couple years older than I am. And they are my parents' age, but they are technically my cousins. Anyways, they were going on this California trip, and they thought Becky might enjoy having company, so they took me along.
Cool.
It was a wonderful thing. That was the first time I got to go to Arches National Park.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jeff and I just went back this last trip to Arches. I did not walk up the 6-mile trail to Delicate Arch. I'm too out of shape for that one. It's 6 miles up and 6 miles back. Now, the last time I was there, I did do that trail, but that's pretty. And so
this is a stencil.
Your cards are so different. I love that.
Yeah, they are. This is that technique of doing the archival ink on the jelly plate
Oh,
and then picking it up. Then I picked it up with the green. And this is this song. This is a song that people will know, a hymn. All creatures of the God and King. Well, there's this lady at farfringe.com who rewrites all the hymns more generically and more earth-based. So she's rewritten that hymn. All creatures of the earth and sky, come, kindred, lift your voices high, which pleases me. So there it is on my card. What's on the back of that? Oh, here you go. It's on the back of this affirmation.
Hi,
the journey
Lisa.
is the process of letting go, surrender.
Glad you're here, Lisa. Glad everybody's here. I have sisters, so if we went on a trip, I had my sisters to go with me. That looks like you cut out the butterflies. Did you, or did you paint them in?
I think that, oh, you know what they are? You know, when you do the die cuts, you have the little hole in the card.
Yep.
I use that to make my butterflies. And then this is a stamp.
Okay.
This is a stamp. I've got little stamps for that. So that's kind of nice. I like that. This is a copy of a piece I made way back in 2015 or something like that. It was a birthday card, but I just love it so much. I had to print one out and use it on one of these cards because I thought, wow, that's the rabbit on the fish is so exciting an image to me.
As long as it makes you smile. That's all that matters.
It does. I don't know why. I just love that image, and I know who I sent the card to. I don't know if she kept it. I sure would love to get it back. But anyway, I've got a scan of it, right?
Yep.
You're saying hi to Lovey Art Lisa. Okay, I had to look in my little book to remind myself for sure.
I had to look too.
Oh, good for you.
Because I wasn't sure Lovely Art was Lisa or not, and I didn't want to misspeak. I called Jacqueline Joy yesterday or Sunday.
Oh, there you go.
And I don't think that it upset her terribly, but you know, it's one of those things I'm trying to remember. I think the last week or so, some of these cards have gotten a lot more soft and they have more texture, and they're just, I'm really liking how they come out. And then I sit down.
Tanya,
go ahead.
I had 2 of these cards like this that I made.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the different things I did with them. So this one just says yes and no.
It just
makes
says
me
yes
curious. It makes me curious what's on the other side of this. I trust my inner knowing. Oh, another one. I trust my inner knowing about my outer sexual expression. Yes and no.
Okay. Lisa's been MIA for a bit. Well, we're glad you're here.
It's great to see you. So Holly had 2 miscarriages. My gosh. Oh God, how rough could that be? This is from a napkin that Laura Gergain sent me, and I liked it so much I scanned it. So I've used this a lot. It looks like it
has words. The napkin had words.
It does. It has words in there they're in German. You can't see it, but they're in German. Yes, isn't that lovely?
Thank you guys for your thumbs up. Thank you, Janet. Okay, I was headed for something. What was I going? Oh, I was going to put the dots on the little things that are sticking up.
There you go. So this is just a single image, but I did some jelly printing on the top of it, a la Robin McClendon.
Hmm.
And I like that. This is another image from, I get a calendar called We Moon, WE''Moon.
That's
I don't know if any,
Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. She
there's
knew
Jacqueline.
she knew I was talking about her. I called her Joy yesterday or Sunday. Uh-huh. I'm glad you're here, Jacqueline. Hubby is home.
Remember when you did the Dollar Tree challenge? Didn't you do that, Tanya? To make something with Dollar Tree goodies where you had to go spend $10 at the Dollar Tree and then make something? Did you do that, or did Lisa do that, or did Becky do that, or did Mary do that?
Dear Julie has done that a couple of times.
I don't know. Anyway, I did it. I've got a video.
I don't remember us doing it. That doesn't mean I didn't. I mean, I didn't at all. Can't remember anything. But you did it with something?
I got one of those big picture puzzle things at the Dollar Tree.
Okay.
And made stencils or stamps out of it.
Okay, Becky's going to go. Bye, Becky.
Becky's going to go. Bye. We'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, guys, at 4, Becky's going to come on and do another. Lisa did it? Okay, Kathleen, thank you. Lisa did it. Remember that with Rosemary Morris? Yeah, I know there's been a bunch of people do it, but I don't remember doing it. Kathleen thinks Lisa did it, and she very well may have.
She could have done it following Rosemary Morris. Yeah, she very, very well could. Yeah, so everybody mark your calendars. Aunt Beck is coming on in an hour from now.
And she's going to do another kitty cat portrait. And I am going to ink my card and call it done.
Sounds good.
We'll see, because right now these 2 corners are bothering me. Thank you, Janet. That's Becky's link if you guys are not subbed to Becky.
Oh, good. Thanks, Janet.
That looks like the mandala.
I just did it right here, though. I drew it right here where you see it. The affirmation on the back is, fear is my ally and my teacher. There you go. I'll say that's true for me. This was from a napkin. Is that cute?
That's cute. Mindy just asked me a question. Do I ever take before and after pictures? You know, I never thought to take a before picture. Yes, oh, Brittany, is she coming on at 4 Eastern or Central?
Central. Oh.
I don't know. Just a minute, and I will go and look. Just 1 second. Becky just went live. So she must have been going on at
4 Eastern. Oh, boo hiss.
Oh, you can go watch her. Don't do that.
Y'all can go watch her. You have our permission to leave the room. Go watch Becky.
Oh, wait. Were you talking about Jacqueline? Yeah, yesterday I called you Joy. I think it was Sunday. It was Sunday.
Yes, Janet is correct.
Okay, Janet is
4
correct.
p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, right now.
If you want to see her do one of those beautiful kitty cats, run over and watch Becky. Although, like Becky says, that it will be there on the replay if you want to watch it later. Okay. And Mindy asked me a question about before or after. And you know, Mindy, I have never taken the before. But you know, it might be fun to do that, a before and after shot of it. I have never thought to do it. But it would, they change a lot. They change a lot dramatically when you add the white to the black.
Okay, Kathleen, glad to see you here.
Yep.
We'll
Bye-bye.
see you over at Becky's in a little bit.
Yep. I'll have to, Mandy, because that would, I'll have to try to remember to do that, because that I especially could do that when I do the Monday videos that I've been doing. It would be fun to have the before and after shot in at the beginning of the thing. Dramatic changes, yeah. And I'm okay with the two corners now that I've inked it.
Yes. Yes,
mean,
a little negative space.
Uh-huh.
White space, as it were.
Yeah, it changes it when you ink it and give it that frame. It really changes it.
Where'd I put it? It's my light today. Okay.
I really like how this one came out, though. It's kind of different, but I really like it.
I think that's wonderful. They're all so different.
Thank
it's
you, Janet.
amazing
Thank
how.
you, Mandy. Thank you, everybody. Hi, Julie. Thanks, guys. For those of you who weren't here earlier, just in case, I had to be in Walmart yesterday. In their school supply bins, the ones that are right down the middle, they have these erasers for 20 cents a piece. It said special buy, and they were just thrown in a bin, and that makes them cheaper than Dollar Trees. And because I think in Dollar Trees you get two this size for $1, and these were 20 cents a piece. So, okay, Julie, I'll tell you to have fun at work, but I'm sure it's not going to be that much fun.
Oh.
Just enjoy yourself as best you can.
Oh my God, it's a blank page.
Uh-oh, a blank page. I am going to work on my cardboard book.
Okay.
I'm
going to work on my 2021 regular art journal.
Ah, okay.
So I have a page that I started, but I'm not wanting to do anything with it right this minute.
Okay, I want to see the 3-dimensional pages if you can show it. Can you show it?
This one?
Yeah, that's cool. I like the pop-up.
Linda makes pop-ups, and so she's always tossing them in the trash when she's done with them, when she doesn't want them anymore. So they find their way into my books, especially when they're my name, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's cool. I love pop-ups. I used to collect pop-up books. When we moved from South Dakota, I got rid of a lot of them because I just couldn't continue to keep everything. So
I think I need to find some jelly prints to put down here before I do anything else.
Yep, that's a perfect way to start stuff. It's to
Yep, absolutely. Unless I want to get out my jelly press
and make jelly prints.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah. Okay.
I'm gonna just pick a color.
Okay.
Let's see what I have in the red.
All right, let's see. That one's done. Oops, I'm in too close now.
Let's see what I got in the orange folder. Dark.
Mindy said from what she could see, nice pages.
my empty pages.
Well, I think she was talking about the ones that you had stuff on. Okay.
Thank you, Linda.
Okay, these are the ones that need more work.
Let's see.
Okay, let's turn them right side up so that we don't end up with them upside down,
This is
because
always
Tanya has been known to do that.
true.
Hi, Brenda. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, hi, Brenda.
Oh, that's a cool jelly print.
This is one of those painty paper thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm in the mood for? Kind of purpley.
All right, I must have another box, another container, another envelope, another thing.
Maybe I
I
have to
didn't
do this.
have everything in that envelope. Aha. Second envelope.
Not at all.
I like
pink or
painting
blue.
paper things. I need to make some to use as collage fodder for your glue book. Yes, it's always nice when you can just grab a stack of painty paper and start from there. To me, painty paper is something that's hard to do without. Okay, what do we got going here? We need I need a piece of eco dyed paper. I keep wanting to say eco dyed paper, and obviously paper does not get dyed with echoes.
True. Well, that would be maybe good.
It would be fun if it did, but it doesn't. So apparently,
That might be good.
I used it all up. I can't imagine that I did. Yeah.
Pretty good with that.
You aren't always in the mood for purple, Mindy says?
Speaking of purple, I'm kind of in the mood for this.
Oh, I love that. That is really cool.
But it's going to disappear in the background. Let's see. And it's not tall enough. Okay, I want something taller.
Not tall enough? Okay.
Taller.
Well,
Now this looks like a Tanya piece. Is this a Tanya piece?
let me see. Oh, that looks a lot like a tiny piece. And turn it over.
Yep. That
is
life insurance company paper.
Aha. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
long.
Okay. I apparently have managed to put aside some of my supply. Aha. Never mind. I found them. If you dig deep enough, you will find the stuff you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's what happens when you pile instead of put away. The pink does not belong, but I thought I was going to have to go use the copy machine. I do have to go get some more little stickers. I have another package, I'm pretty sure. So.
I can't find the one that's not long enough. Huh. These were all done on my 5x7 plate, and I'm working in my 5x8 book.
Well,
I'm
then I
having
guess
a little.
you have to collage it.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have to collage it.
Oh, really? Don't tell me I do not have more leaf stickers. I know I have more leaf stickers. Come on. Where are you?
I can get this out. All right. So I'm doing all this, and I'm going to just cover it up. Candy's there. Hi, Candy.
There they are.
And Heather's there. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Candy. Hi, Heather. I knew I had another package of leaf stickers. I just couldn't find them.
Yes, that looks good with that.
So glad you guys are all here. Had to step away. What are you doing now? Okay. Well, I am going to work on my cardboard book pages. Due to the fact that I would like to have this finished. I'm really liking how it's going now. I didn't at first, but I am now. I did find an issue with it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, if you put these together in the wrong spot, the three-dimensional stickers get caught on one another, which will tear them up.
Oh.
So when I put the book together, I'm going to have to be careful as to where different pages the stickers lie. But since I didn't have any major plan as to which one went where, it's not going to be a big issue.
All right. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use that one too. Okay.
And these are just Dollar Tree stickers. Lisa and I kind of went overboard with stickers one day or 2 days. So I have quite a few, but it's nice because now I have enough to make one for this book. And these are Echo dyed papers that I dyed last fall. Or, yeah, last fall. But that's gone all in the spring. And I'm using that, and I have this little, this is from a copy of a book that had lumber measurement things in it. And I have some cool sayings about leaves.
Oh, so nice.
You just tell your pages to keep their hands to themselves. There you go, Mandy.
All right. What am I going to do?
Thank you, Heather. And thank you, Janet.
I'm going to get some glue.
Excuse me.
Getting me some glue.
All right. So we have that. We need some of these pieces. Let's put that over there. This is the book I was talking about that it's from. It's a very old book, and and you can't even tell from the cover what it is. But inside it tells us that, oops, it's upside down, that it was saw logs reduced to inch board measures.
Oh, wow. A little engineering manual.
Mm-hmm. I got this at an estate sale a while back. Somewhere. Oh, this is the edition of 1900. So that was how I had to date it because the front pages are gone. It is really old, Mindy. I mean, 1900 makes it 121 years. Is that right? Am I right?
Edge. Give me an edge. Give me an edge.
Yeah, I keep saying Echo died, and I know it's not Echo died. Lisa, that's like, oh my goodness, they're Echo died. Yep. Their ego died. Ego.
Thank you, Brenda. I'm just seeing that you like these prints. I decided I gotta have this edge. I need me an edge today.
Uh-oh. All right. So what I was doing on each page was creating a little collage with the saying, a little piece of this paper, a piece of my eco dyed paper, not eco, eco. See, it keeps coming out
You,
that way.
you dye your paper by going out to the backyard and saying, hello, 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 hello.
That would be nice. It would be much easier than sitting over it. And then one of these 3-dimensional stickers. So that's the plan. Anyways, that's how I've been working on them. Oh dear, too funny. That's a pretty piece. I like that piece. That's a pretty piece. Okay, that's a saying. This is a little bit there. Oh, I need to ink all of these before I forget, because, you know, if I forget, then they won't get inked, and then I'll be going,
Okay.
what did you do?
Here, this. We have this. Oh, that looks like a match set, doesn't it?
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. I like that. Okay.
How
Now
do
we're gonna
you
put this.
echo die? Echo die? Is that a? Are you teasing, Holly, or did you want me to kind of give you an idea? I think that's an actual question, not a silly.
I'm going to excuse myself a minute and go get the other headset because my ears are starting to hurt.
Uh-oh.
This left
right
one.
ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm going to be off my.
That's okay. She's serious. Okay, I thought so. So I'm going to tell you. That's why I only wear one, Barbara. Okay, I'll give you a kind of a rough explanation. I usually fold my paper in half because it's easier, but I take leaves, and those happen to be grape leaves. Okay. This happens to be what's called a mimosa tree, and that's a leaf from a mimosa. So what I do is I stack up the leaves and I stack up the paper, leaves, paper, and I have this big stack of stuff. Okay, I can hear Barbara, so let me wait until Barbara gets back so that it stops echoing. Okay. Let me know when you're back, Barbara.
I'm getting there. Trying to.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Are you there? Must be because I
Yes.
couldn't hear myself. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Echoing. Yeah, I can hear you just fine. It was echoing, so I wanted to stop before I made everybody crazy.
Good.
Okay, so I have this stack of paper and leaves between the paper, like I'm going to press them for pressed flowers. This is another, I don't know, something I picked somewhere. See these little lines? Well, that's because I squash all that paper and leaves between two metal racks. Now, in my square pan, I use little square metal. And thank you, Janet. Janet has put up the video I did. I use Baker's cooling racks, and I squash it and I clip it, and then basically I soak it in water that's got rusty things in it, a lot of rusty things. And when I soak it, then I cook it, and basically I boil it and boil it and boil it a couple hours maybe. The longer it sits in the water, the more it boils, the more of the iron, the rust will seep in. This is what happens when iron gets to the plant matter. Some plants do not go as dark as others, as you can see. This one's more green than having the black. Some plants just kind of turn it black. Thank you, Janet. Let me get the big piece that was here. Different papers do different things. If you look at this one, it's a paper I have that has like a clay coating on it. It's like a magazine coating, and it did not take the rust in the same way that the copy paper did. So trying different papers makes a big difference, but different plants, it's different every time. It all depends on how hot it gets, how much rust is in the water, what kind of I do put vinegar in it too. That's another thing. I put vinegar in the water, and the video will kind of give you a better look at it. I did 2 or 3 batches last year in a little square pan that I got at a garage sale somewhere. I got myself at an estate sale. I got one of those big, long metal pans that they use on buffets, and it has a lid, so it ought to boil easier. So I'll be doing some more. I don't think I can get this piece of paper in, but I can get legal size copy paper in it. And while we were off on our trip, I got some long metal things to clamp together. But you can see it does different things. And this one was folded in half like that because that's what would fit in my pan. There's green in this one that I don't think you can even see, but it's always different. So the best thing I can say is try it because it is a lot of fun. Yeah, Janet, I probably won't be trying it again till it cools off, but Jeffrey helped me build what's called a rocket stove, which means that it's cinder blocks, and so I can just feed it little pieces of wood and do it outdoors. Rosemary Morris, who does a lot of this, she also adds dye to her water sometimes. So you might want to watch Rosemary's channel and take a peek at if whatever she's got on there. The dye is going to change based on what goes in the water. You could add different plants will do different things because goldenrod, if you've got the goldenrod flowers, they're going to change the color of the water. All kinds of different things will change it. And so it's every time it's kind of like it's an amazing thing when you start taking your papers apart. Biggest thing is let your papers, when you finish and it comes out of the water, first off, let your water cool so you don't hurt yourself. But then take your big old chunk of paper out, stand it up outside so that it drains out. The paper is very fragile when it's wet. So the longer you let it sit there and drain out and the less water that's in it makes it easier to take apart. And when you start taking this pile of messy mess apart, you will want to have a table where you can sit there calmly because you're going to have to do it really slow and then take the mess off of it and take it really slow and put that piece. Oh, goody. Janet has posted Rosemary Morris's link. So check out what she does with it because she does beautiful eco dyed papers. Okay, we need ink. You would have a hard time tearing. I made a bunch, Janet, so it didn't hurt my feelings to tear them up. I haven't used a lot of them yet, partially because I hadn't had an opportunity, I guess. I didn't have ideas, but I am going to put some of them in I want to make my sister like a garden journal, and I'm going to put some of them in that for her.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. But I've torn a few up. After a time, you go, okay, it's time to use them now. Let's go make some more.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, now I was making little piles, and let's see here. That one and that one. These both are good. I like both of those. So we can start with those two. I think we need to tear the edge off of this one. Let's see if we can tear the edge off of this one. I'd like to make a nature journal too, and use some pressed flowers and some of these papers in that as well. I think that would be a good use for them.
I see what I want to do.
You do? Okay. Well, when you see it, that's always the good thing.
I know. I haven't done the rust dyeing, but I did the coffee dyeing just by putting the stack of stuff and getting a stack of stencils out and putting the stencils between each sheet of paper.
Yep.
And that works pretty well.
I usually lay them out on the table and put a stencil on top of it just because they dry faster. I'm kind of, I usually am in a hurry to have them done. I want them now. I am very impatient.
Right.
So,
yes.
I have room to do that. I can leave them lay out on a big table. I want to do some more outdoors, but we have had so much rain that doing anything like that outdoors lately has been, it'll stop and we'll get rain. We'll get really nice days soon. Along about November.
I hope we do sometime this year.
I'm gonna say you're still dealing with an awful lot of heat, aren't you?
Heat, not on the West Coast, not in Eureka, but yes, California is really hurting.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and lots of fires. Oh, fires around Yosemite. Oh.
Yep. See, she saw what she wanted to do, and now she's going to do it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
And these are just sayings about leaves and things that I printed off the internet. I just ask for quotes about something, and then I copy it into a file, and then I just print them off. I just happened to print these off on coffee dyed paper so that I could use them on here.
Oh, look. Look, oh, look.
Oh, yeah, that's cute. See? It worked. This one says, "Are ye the ghosts of fallen leaves, O flakes of snow, for which through naked trees the winds a morning go?" John Bannister Tab. So let's see what we can do with that. This is a nice big one. Oh, maybe I should use this bigger quote because, yeah, maybe I should. Mm-hmm. I have to stay away from the straight edge a little bit because I am going to punch holes over here. Okay.
Well,
I didn't ask if anybody was crafting along today. I forgot.
Yeah, what is everybody doing today?
Janet, I started to tell you that Rosemary uses her grill. I have a fireplace. I have a little fire that I use, but Rosemary uses her grill outdoors. It's messy, so you kind of want to do it outdoors. That's the big thing. But I know several people that do it and use their grill. You need a big pan, and there are people that do it with it rolled up in a roll so they can drop it into a pan. So there's lots and lots and lots of ways to do it, but oh, and Lisa got herself, I'm decorating some chipboard tags using Art by Marlene Supplies. Oh, fun.
Oh, cool.
Oh, dear. Lisa got herself an electric roaster.
Mm.
You know those like big turkey roasters that, you know, lots of moms used to have. Mine didn't have one, but Jeff's mom used to have one and used it all the time. So you could Lisa wanted that so she could plug it in outside.
Mm.
Those sound like fun, Teresa. Okay. Where do I want this? Oh, I like that better. Yeah. Okay, now we need a little piece of this.
Okay, then.
You just got to trim it, huh?
Well, you know, it's got to have a lot of inking on it.
Yep. Okay.
But you know what I want to do on this page? I'm never going to finish it while we're on live, so I will post it later.
Okay.
You know those funny faces you were doing in your video this weekend?
Oh,
The Tisha Moore inspired.
Yep.
Paper dolls. That's what is going to go on this.
Oh, that will be fun.
I know. So I got to get it. I might just ink around this before, as soon as it dries.
Yes, Heather. It was the Time for Art hop on Friday. Their video hop was Friday.
And it starts so early in the morning. I am just going to sleep at that point when Mary starts it.
Well, yeah, but that's why they're video hops, so that you
I know. It's great.
Well, actually, no, those were live.
Yeah, Friday was the live.
Friday was live stream hop, but that's one reason why they're really nice, because they can be watched later.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Heather, this is my creative daily journal, which is not a daily journal at all.
You're most welcome, Heather, dear. There was some amazing live streams Friday. I was very, and Barbara, you mentioned Beth's and her doing that whole painting with one brush. I was like, that was fabulous.
I was totally blown away.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch her live. I can't remember what the time. I think the timing was dinner. I'm not sure, but I went back and watched it yesterday, maybe. It might have been as late as yesterday, but it was fabulous. It was just.
It was really wonderful. I love seeing who inspires whom. And you know what's funny about this was that Becky was inspired by Chelsea, Lisa by CC's Creations, and you by Tisha Moore. And those three are some of the, I shouldn't say oldest, but some of my longest standing online heroes.
Ah, uh-huh.
Those three. So out of the 6 that I've seen so far, three of them were my own heroes.
They are pretty, aren't they, Heather? Heather says she likes your
Oh, thanks, Heather. Yes, these are Jelly Play prints.
Okay, I finished one page.
Yay, Tanya. She finished one page.
Oh, someday I'll finish this book. Okay, we're just going to turn it over and see what we can do with the next piece.
I got to get out my paper dolls and see what I can find. Paper dolls. Paper dolls. I started this file back when I was first inspired by Tisha Moore, and I wanted to do pages like hers, and I never did, of course, get around to it.
Aha!
So I don't have a clue what's in here.
Mindy went clap, clap, and thank you, Mindy.
Clap, clap.
Look, this leaf right there, that
I
long,
like
funny
that
one. Okay, but it's very much like the mimosa leaf in how it's laid out. So I got to use that one. I'll just have to figure out how I'm going to use that one. I think.
Oh, Heather, Janet posted it way up there at the beginning. If you can go back to links to Barbara's channel at 12:44 p.m. Can you go all the way back up to chat that far?
And if you look, it's Barbara Clark.
But there are a million Barbara Clarks.
Oh, really? Okay.
You can look up J by 5 and look for Barbara Clark under the J by 5 because I have one of those fairly recent and I come up that way.
Uh-huh.
But she's in the chat. She put it early in the chat at 12:44 p.m.
If she's not there to put it in, I'll run get it in a minute, Heather. She may be fetching it right now. Janet has been on it today as far as getting us.
She has been on it today.
I love it, and I thank you, Janet. If she doesn't post it in a second, Heather, I'll go hunt it.
I made this little articulated dolly with a Shell C prompt one time.
Oh, cool. She's cute. You know, I like to do them with magazine pages. I think they're fun. Are those ladies not wearing their underwear? Is that what that picture is? Is that?
This is ladies. I think these are dresses. These are performers. This is what they wear.
Okay.
It just looks like underwear to us.
Okay.
But those legs are the kind of legs you want, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, they really are.
Now, see.
Mindy wants to know, is that with... Oh, those are cool. Both of those are cool. Mindy wants to know, is that with eyelets?
Is what with eyelets?
Your articulated doll.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yes. It is. It's with eyelets. This is something I think Shell posted some years ago when she was making paper dolls. So I made her. And there she sits. Patiently waiting. I promise you, I haven't looked in this in ages.
There you go, Heather. That should get you to Barbara's channel.
Oh, I think thank you, Tanya.
That donkey is just adorable, but so's the elephant.
I know. I think I have to use that elephant face, whatever I do.
Yep, yep.
Here's a nice Oprah body.
Is your page big enough for the Oprah body, though?
No.
Yeah. That's one thing that when I was thinking about that the other day, I didn't think to mention your page has to be big enough, because I had trouble with that one I was working on because the face was too big for the page. Now, it was all right because I ended up giving her legs from the knees down and not a whole body. But at the same time, that's one of those problems. If your page is too small, you got to have smaller creatures.
See this right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to use for her hat.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I have legs. I have a body. I don't think I want these girls this time. Because I like this dress. Let's see how big she is on my page. Where's my page? Where is my page? She kind of takes the whole page. You need a bigger page for this.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Heather said, I found the right one. I was just going to ask if you did an Australia Happy Mail video recently.
I did indeed.
Did you get something from Maggie?
No. You know who I got it from? I got it from Kathleen Hansen. I bought this beautiful cover of hers.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing
I think she posted it on Lisa's channel.
Uh-huh.
Is that gorgeous or what?
Yep, that's beautiful.
And then she sent me a lot of Happy Mail stuff. So I kind of keep my year creative journal in here. But not when I'm working on it with glue and stuff. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it is pretty. It is pretty.
I just loved it, and I still love it. All the way from Australia. Oh, here's the articulated dolly again. Pattern. Oh, and here's a mask I made. That's good. Mask is always good. And some outfits. I don't think I'm going to do those.
Were you making paper dolls with actual outfits? Like, you know.
Well, I was just gathering things to make paper dolls. I just wanted to make some paper dolls. And I never did get around to it.
That I have that round to it problem.
Yes.
Yeah. That round to it thing.
Now I may have to use that face. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute?
Oh, I like that.
That's really cute.
I love the body on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the expression on the face was something else too.
Yeah. Like that. Oh. I have done something to her that totally messed her up. What did I do?
What messed her up?
Oh, I used her as a mask.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put her in here with the other masks. I like masks. Every once in a while, you just need a mask figure.
She doesn't look all that messed up.
No, but she's a good, it's hard to get masks where you can actually see the whole figure.
Mm-hmm. I started Gather too, Barbara. I have a bunch of envies with different body parts in them.
Yes, exactly. Different
Mindy,
body
I'm
parts.
not sure I'd say that out loud.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I may have to use one of those arms. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. It did, didn't it, Janet? It sounded a little questionable.
See, here's a little envelope of hands.
Too funny.
Here's a little envelope of legs and feet. See, I'm telling you, I got all organized. Here's a little envelope of faces.
My sister says, okay, now you have to understand that she came in my studio while she was here.
Oh,
they
yeah.
came to dinner. Okay, and you have to understand my studio is a disaster. The house is a pretty bad disaster too, but nothing like the disaster that is in my studio. My studio is a true and honest disaster. And she comes in and she says, oh, you cleaned up since the last time I was here. And she's saying this with that smirk on her face, right? And I said, yeah, I sure did. And then I called her back so she didn't go in the laundry room. And then the second time she was here, she went in the laundry room. I was working on fixing dinner, and she went in the laundry room. And that's an even worse disaster. So you have to understand that.
Oh my
Total
gosh.
disasters. Anyhow, she says to me, she says, the thing of it is, though, if you spend all your time organizing, you don't ever do. And that, I mean, I would not get it done because I can't do both. I'm just not capable of it. She's very good at organizing things and cleaning things. She is just like the Energizer Bunny of cleaning, but I am not. So, okay, so that one's done. I'm happy. I really like how
this did a whole one.
This one, is that paper or was it real? Janet, that is they're stickers, paper stickers from Dollar Tree. But it's a beautiful sticker. These stickers I think are really pretty. They're 3-dimensional. That's one of the things. They're you kind of have to be careful of them, but I think they're really pretty. And this is the second package of them that I've used. There was 2 different kinds. They're gorgeous stickers. And they were all from Dollar Tree. And they still have them or at least the store I was in the other day has them. There might be a third package. And somebody told me that Dollar Tree does this stuff in 4, so there might be 4 packages of them, but I've only ever seen 2. I've only ever gotten 2.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's just a package of stickers. I want another piece of my paper that's got some kind of leaf on it. Like this piece. Wish you could get them online. Yeah, the only problem with Dollar Tree and online is you have to buy whole boxes of stuff. Thank you, Brenda. Okay. And the other thing with their stores are that you cannot always get what you want. They have different.
You need tea before I sit down.
I would love tea before you sit down. And would you give me another degree on the air conditioner? My tea fairy came to give me tea.
Whoa. This is a hard choice. If I use this here, then I have a complete picture, which I like and would like to use. But then this has got this great little typewriter on it.
You mean you don't want to use the back of it?
I might.
He is so a wonderful keeper. I totally agree with you.
See this neat figure? I really like that a lot. I'd love to use that whole thing. I think I'm going to tape that back in place
Okay.
for right now, and I can make a decision later. But if I want to use it, it would
I've
be
had him
intent-
for a while, Mindy. I really have to say I do appreciate his wonderfulness
Okay.
because he is pretty special.
It's going away.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do with that one. And I know when he found the birds today, he did everything he could to keep them. He made sure that there weren't any babies before he took the nest out. I'll bet you if there had been babies, he wouldn't have moved it. Or to move the nest. We have had bluebirds nesting in his bluebird box too this year, which
Oh, cool.
is the first time that I think that we've had bluebirds. Because he warned me I can't pick my hibiscus rosella right now because the babies were there. I think by now I probably can, but I've been leaving it because I didn't want to disturb the babies. It's too close to the nest. He's got the nest away from everything else. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. Are there different types from blue jays? Yes, these are not blue jays. They are blue birds. And Jeffrey, is there a different name for bluebirds? Are there different names for bluebirds? Or are they called a bluebird?
They're bluebirds, or someone might be called eastern bluebird.
Eastern bluebird or bluebird? Okay.
Yeah, blue jays are a different species.
They're different species. Species?
Are different
Is it genus?
Yeah,
or
genus or whatever you call it. Anyway, yeah, bluebirds and blue jays are not
related?
in the same family.
not
They're not in
related.
the same family. Yeah.
But blue jays have 5 or 6 types of blue jays. There's scrub jays.
Yeah, but
Eastern-
blue jays are ornery little birds, and blue birds
Well,
are
blue jays are twice the size of a blue bird, too.
that. Yeah, did you hear that, guys? That blue jays are twice as big as blue birds.
Right. We've got the stellar jays here. They're big.
Yeah, and our jays are pretty good size. How far do blue birds travel? Are they all over everywhere, or just
I don't know. I think they may just be in the
southeast?
southeast.
Okay,
At least this
time of year.
variety.
Okay.
Yeah, the eastern bluebird.
Eastern bluebird. Okay.
They're going to
not
be east
very-
of the Rockies.
Yeah. Where blue jays they have pretty much everywhere. They're not very big birds, Mindy. A blue jay is a big, pretty good sized bird, and they can be really big. Blue birds are pretty.
Bluebirds are smaller than cardinals.
Oh yeah, way smaller than cardinals. They're a little bigger than a chickadee.
Oh, they're bigger than a sparrow.
Bigger than a sparrow.
Yeah.
They nest their nests are often up off the ground along a fence line kind of thing.
They feed in open pasture, open prairie. They're insect feeders.
They're insect feeders.
So they feed on the ground in open areas.
And okay.
That's why you see a lot of bluebird boxes along farm fields and stuff on the fence lines and things,
Okay.
on posts.
Same coloring as a blue jay. No, I would tell you that a bluebird is more
Light blue on the back.
Yeah, it's
It
light.
actually has a little bit of a red breast or rump.
Its little belly, its little breast is a pale pinky red, but it's and it's pretty much solid blue on its back and wings.
Yeah.
But it's a different color blue than a jay. The jay blue is a kind of a gray blue.
Yeah, the blue jay is blue and white and black.
Right, and a blue bird is more. Oh my gosh, what can
Not to confuse everything, if they want to see a really, really pretty blue bird, look at an indigo bunting.
An indigo bunting.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we've had indigo buntings too.
I think that's another eastern one.
Yeah, I'm quite sure it is. The bluebird it's more that blue. I can't even tell you. It's got a richer blue color where a jay has more gray in the blue to me. Anytime, my dear. Jeffrey's the one that really knows. I'm just the one that does the best to keep up.
All right.
It's one of his things. He likes those little birdies. Of course, a few years ago we had a yellow cardinal here, which are pretty rare. Yes, it was here for about 5 months. The Audubon Society came and actually, what do you call that? Authenticated the fact that it was a yellow cardinal.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Janet, dear. The bluebird is a blue of a peacock. Yes, it's more of that color. I agree, Heather. But yeah, they actually came and several members of the Audubon Society here in town came and viewed our little bird, and he was around for quite some time, and we learned a lot about cardinals when he was here, because I didn't realize that cardinals don't travel. They don't migrate the way other birds do. They pretty much live in a 5-mile area, and that's it. And then I think we had a storm, and we lost some of our trees and stuff, and after that, we haven't seen him. So he hasn't been around in a while.
That's the one price you pay when you move west of the Rockies. You give up cardinals.
You had to give. Oh, I didn't realize that you didn't have cardinals.
We don't have cardinals west of the Rockies, and that to me, cardinals were my friends. I loved my cardinals around my houses.
Yeah. I would miss cardinals. We have a full complement of them every day.
Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to make an arbitrary decision.
Okay.
for better or for worse. But I like
Yes,
her little.
Heather, I'm sorry, the blue of a peacock. Yes, I agree that that's about the, I would say that's about the blue of a bluebird. Now, the indigo bunting, oh my gosh, that's the prettiest blue I've ever seen. They are just an absolute gorgeous blue color. We haven't had one in a while. Oh, I'm going to put that right there. I like that one. Oh, there goes her head. Yep.
There goes her head. There goes her head.
Off with her head. Off with her head. And Barbara, did you realize that it is 4 o'clock already?
Oh my God. Well, time flies when you're catatonic is all I gotta say.
Oh.
Well, I think we should think about leaving.
Yeah, I'm going to finish this little page and then go. I have a bead show that starts tonight, guys, and I have to do some books.
Well, I'll show you my elements as far as I've gotten them.
Oh, I love it. Just a minute. Let me make you big.
And I think we're going to put her like that. And the boots something like that. And that on the head. And that's too tall. She won't all fit.
We'll
so maybe she doesn't get a... Maybe she won't get a body.
A little short.
Maybe she won't get a body.
I like the little half a skirt.
Yeah, I'll put a little of the skirt in.
Yeah.
I'll put one layer of the skirt.
Yeah, like one little layer of the skirt.
Like about like so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
But then I don't have enough room for this. I got to have this on my head.
Well, put it on some.
Well, I'm going to fix her head first.
Make it stick off the page.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's going to be too flimsy to stick off the page.
Even if you put it on some cardboard?
Let's keep trimming on her and see what we end up with.
Okay.
But anyway, finish what you're doing and we'll get off and go. Everybody go see Becky.
Let me see. I was just going to show you what I didn't get very much done on this today, but I got a couple of pages. So
lovely.
A couple pages is more than none. So there's that one. I love this one. I
like that one.
Leaf.
Yeah.
And then
beautiful.
This one.
You did good.
Yeah, I got several done. I've got well, I'm not going to put, this is the back cover, and I'm not going to put anything on the back because I don't want those leaves popping out the back.
Right.
So, it's probably should not put one on the front either. What I might have to do is on the front board, take the leaf apart. Or just glue it together. Maybe glue it together more so that it's a single layer and not three-dimensional. Because if it's on the front and it's three-dimensional, so I may have to take it apart a little bit and just glue a single layer down on the front. You may be
able to pull that front layer off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is that I could take a layer.
Take the front layer.
Yeah, and just use the front layer. And stick it down.
Because those butterflies that we got from Dollar Tree that are several layers, I make those into 3 different layers.
Yeah. So I'm quite sure I could. And if not, I can just take the little foamy 3-dimensional things out and glue it back together.
Right. Yeah. True.
And that should work. So that's what I'm probably going to do for the front, which I hadn't thought about the front. I knew I wasn't going to put anything on the back. And that's my back cover. And I probably will do one of these small ones as the front cover. So I better put that aside and think about that next, so that I
Yes.
have accomplished it.
Plan the entry and the exit.
Yeah, because if I don't, then I'll have them all done the same way, and then I'll be in trouble.
All right. Well, I will post when I finish these pages, because I'm going to do this on here, and then I'm going to do
Okay.
some version of this on this page.
On that page, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I can't wait to see. Anyways,
So,
guys, I'm so glad you're here, and Barbara, thank you for coming to play with me. And guys,
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Lisa
And we're
needs to.
sending good feelings to Lisa for taking care of herself and taking time off.
That's right. She needed a little time off, and we just want to know. I just want you to keep her in your heart and your prayers, and
Absolutely.
and we will see you soon. Oh, I do not know if I will stream on Thursday or not. Probably not. Just so everyone knows.
Okay.
Okay. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye, y'all.